right. Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is well. I hope and pray that all is well. I had a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day. Oh, it just seemed like June was so freaking slow. July flew by. It's like, what happened to July? You know what I'm saying? And here we are in August. And for, well, for us people that work in the education system, school is about to start soon. So I think some people have already started, okay? I won't be starting until after Labor Day, all right? But anyway, I went swimming today. I have not gone swimming in years. I used to go swimming all the time when I was in graduate school in Atlanta at the MLK Natatorium. And God taught me how to swim there. But anyway, I went to the pool today, had a good time. It's one thing to lift them weights. I love lifting those weights, but there's more to do than just that. So I went to the pool, did 24 laps, and then just kind of played around in the pool for a little while and had a nice time, all right? So anyway, we're going to get into this. Okay. And all negative energies thrown this way is just right back at your motherfucking ass, return to sender, okay? Okay, little baby. Okay. Right? Anyway, I'm going to start off by saying this real quick. Miss Ma'am, to the woman who raised me, I have a lot of nice things to say about you. I know you watch. Ain't no need of you acting like you don't. I don't know where you at, what you doing. I don't care. You will not be giving my energy to anybody else, man. Them days is over. No one else. And nobody else taking my energy and essence from me. Nobody. Okay. I've stated that, but I'm letting you know. You, my daddy, and whoever else, whosoever else. All right. I was thinking earlier, I was like, but all of this shit right here, and somebody need to hit that thumbs up button. That would be nice, okay? But with all of this shit right here, I said, let me sit back and think about all the people that have died in the 49 years that I was with this woman. Because y'all know what come with that selling of that soul shit. Let me think about all the people that died. Relatives, friends, not my friends, okay? And all of that surrounding all of this. Let me think of all these motherfuckers who passed. And what occurred not long after that. Now, some things might be kind of difficult because I was younger, when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't, hell, the covering that this woman had over my eyes was so heavy and thick. It probably all kind of shit that was going on in front of my ass, and I didn't even see it. Okay? I didn't even see it. I started seeing things once again when her family, the lady that raised me, her family was doing black magic on me and all the dream infiltration. And some of the dreams, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers must have wanted me to know. But some of the shit was just absolutely disgusting. I was like, this would go on in their family? Shit. This is what happened? It was disgusting. Anyway. I'm going to say this. I was thinking one day about crazy ass BreaunaJewellBellamy. You're in here, or you will be, or you'll watch. Because you've been watching all the videos that I did about your motherfucking ass. I made my posts about that. And like I said, bitch, I'll screenshot the shit for you, all the posts. I'll download the videos, all the videos for you, and send them to your motherfucking ass. You don't have to scrub through all night long. And I was thinking, I was like, some of these things that she said, where did she get that shit from? And I'm thinking, okay, she just was over there making up all kind of crazy ass shit. Wire fraud and prostitute. Oh, just kind of all kind of crazy ass shit. So she can come here and get involved with these people, the opportunist that she is, get some money, get some pain, and whatever else. And then I realized, I said, no, bitch. Well, that's probably some of it. Because her mind just be all in fantasy land. I remember that show, Fantasy Island. Okay, for the older folks out there. I said, this bitch, this bleeding Z. Bitch, this is she told her. You, Zarita, August, Herbroom, Eggleton, whatever, you told her that shit. That does not divorce her. Or clean her shit. Because she, maybe at first she didn't know the shit was true, if it was true or not. But then she knew what was true and what was a lie. She brought herself here on her own. That whole long 3-hour video, whatever else the fuck she did talk about, bitch, you came here on your own accord. And now you calling all their names out, their whole names. People I didn't even tell you about. And you calling out their whole names. You came here on your own accord and got involved. I stopped talking to people at least the size of the lady that raised me. I stopped talking to everybody else 4 years before I met your fuck ass. 2017. I remember the day. I remember the year. It was in November. Because, you know, like, you got BC and AD. Or BCE, before Christian era, AD, Anno Domini, or whatever. I'll use my daughter's age for a lot of that shit, too. For a lot of all of this mayhem and bullshit that I've been dealing with, I use November 2017 as the day, or the time period, because that's when Pisces, Philippe, threw me up out of that gym. For 4 years. And I got on YouTube in 2009. Thank you for the thumbs up. I got on YouTube in 2019 with my first tarot channel. Same name. Let's get into it. I had not talked to any. I hadn't talked to Zarita. I hadn't talked to none of the woman who raised me. None of her family. None. She was the only. I wasn't even talking to my sibling. Fuck him. Him too. What you did, ma'am, lady who raised me, I call you the false mother. From the false matrix system here. Because I'm trying to take off my tag from when I went swimming. What you did, you had 2 little dolls. One of me and one of him. You think I need some scissors. I ain't forget that shit. 2 little dolls, magnetic dolls, in your locker at Cleveland Clinic when you were a nurse. You showed them to me. I ain't think nothing of it. When them dolls, you gonna tell me, when them dolls is upside down, that's when I know something's going on with y'all. We all in trouble. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you do. You still got some. Whatever little rag doll that you had that you used to poke all the time when I got away from your ass, I don't know, did you give it to Zarita and her crazy mama? Every time you was poking it, I would feel it. Every single time. I said, look at this. Look at her poking at the doll. And then I realized later, I said, you remember them 2 little magnetic dolls she had in her locker? Remember that shit? And to the siblings, poor fella. Poor fella. You allowed things to happen to him that you never addressed. That you did not allow to happen to me. So many things are flooding back now. It's like, no wonder he cried the way he would cry. When my dad would come get us or whatever, you know, they were separated, divorced, or whatever they were. I don't know what they were. I don't know if they were separated. I don't know if they were divorced. I don't know what they were. I don't know what the real deal had been being with them two. He leave, my brother would just cry. Be as red, as dark skinned as he is. He got darker over the years. But he would turn, I remember seeing his face sometimes would be so red. Red as the YouTube symbol. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, why does he cry like that every time? I used to ask myself these questions. I was like, you know, especially after a while, it had become clear that he's gone, daddy's gone, and he will not be coming back, you know, to live here. It's clear. We're not babies anymore. You know, maybe we like 9, 10, something like that. 12, 13, 14, 15. We are. Why does he continue to cry the way he does? Now I understand. No wonder he is the way that he is. Mean, evil, hateful. No wonder. Poor fella. And it's your fault, ma'am. Yours. Well, his daddy has something to do with that too. That's a burden that you bear. And you're going to carry the rest of your days. And I'm hearing it into your next days. In other words, your next lifetimes. And many more to come. You're going to reap. I'm hearing. I always hear reap the benefit. Reap the benefit of the doggish dirt you allowed in that realm. No wonder. Disgusting. You will never be free from that. You are never going to loose the ties of the burdens of that. You never will. It's going to weigh on your heart, your mind, and your soul to the day you die and thereafter is what I'm hearing. Now, I can always say if I'm wrong, but this is what I'm hearing. Both of y'all, really. You know where my father is. I don't know where any of you are. Thank God. All I can say is, I'm hearing poor kid. And you lied. I'm hearing somebody you lied on his behalf. I don't know who his is. My sibling. You lied to the world concerning him. Things about him. Things that have happened to him. You're a liar, ma'am. You're going to deal with that the rest of your freaking days. However you deal with it. No wonder the boy would come in town and not let nobody know. Meaning me nor you. I knew he couldn't stand me. You know, he never could. But you did that. You put that energy on him, which I said to you. One of the last phone calls I said, who put this enmity between me and my brother? Because it should not be. I could never figure that out. I'm like, why don't we like each other? What is the problem? Why does he hate me? What is the fucking problem here? You did that. But you hated me. I was a burden to you. But, still, I can say thank you for taking me in, because shit, my motherfucking ass could have got lost in the system easily. Easily. I think we were both burdensome to you. You did not want children. This is what I'm hearing. You didn't want children, which basically you kind of told me that. You didn't want kids. You didn't want to be bothered. You had other things to do, other trails that you wanted to make. In other words, another life that you wanted, but you chose that life instead, okay? And we were your burden. This is what I'm hearing. And like I said, basically you told me that one time. Okay? All right, I understand. Okay. Anyway. But Miss Bleensy, I could not figure out, why is Bree saying, I'm thinking, okay, she's just so busy trying to impress them Neanderthals and Whedon boys. She is so busy trying to impress them by dogging me out. Okay, whatever. Oh boy, I don't know half shit, dumb shit that came out of your fucking mouth. Oh boy. Okay. And then wire from. I'm like, what the fuck is wire from? Prostitution. Okay. What else did you say that was crazy as hell? This last shit with the Los Zetos and being an Eastern Star and all that. Like I said, you can get a list of all the members of the Eastern Stars, probably in the whole United States of fucking America, bitch. You're not going to find my name on it. I'm not that. Okay? But I realized you was just saying that because apparently readers was talking about some goddamn Eastern Star. Okay? I didn't see none because I only watch a few that I watched. They didn't talk about that. I said, so she has to say that so that it can coincide with what the readers are saying. You're so dumb. But anyway, and the low Zeta. Okay, whatever, bitch. Well, all of this crazy shit. Unemployed and a broke bitch and this is the shit I saw. Being dead and the feds got her and all this kind of, like, where's this bitch getting all of this crazy shit from? And whatever other lies that you said, because you don't know me for shit, and none of that shit was true. Nothing that has come up out of your fucking mouth concerning me. I said, oh, I see. Because I was like, why is she over there? I've been going through this in 2021. Yeah, you have been putting me through, trying your damnedest to put me through hell since 2021. I said, and I realized, I said, oh, this is the shit that Zarita told her. The earth angel. Whatever lies she told you, that's probably the shit that she has done. Definitely the prostitution, allegedly. Now, I was going to bring out some pictures of this girl. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I will if I have to, though. To say, what in the fuck hell would I be trying to attach to this critter for? What? So one time, I was at a grocery store here. The name of the grocery store is called Zagara's. Zagara's is a family grocery store. It's out of business now, but they were around ever since I was a little kid. But they've been out of business. No, maybe about 5 years. Well, not that long. Maybe about 3 or 4 years, or something like that. I'm getting in my car. This is during what would I call it? For right now, Bree's smear campaign gate on me. Not long after that, I'm getting in my car. I can't say how long, but not long. Okay. Here come this white man. I see this white man looking at I'm like, what the fuck is he looking at? Studying my fucking car. Then he goes around and looks at my license plate, and I looked at him. Oh, He see me looking at his fucking ass. Oh, I just want to say, that's a beautiful car you have. No, it's not a fucking beautiful car, motherfucker. It's a Honda Civic. It's a 2022 black Honda Civic. You see a million of them all over the road. I got a Honda too, but see that over there? I said, who the fuck is this private investigator? Because that's what the fuck he was. So what you did, bitch, Zarita, the white powder that was in my fucking house, that I saw when I was moving, once again, I was moving in my house that I lived on Edmonton, my grandparents' house. My God, I guess my grandfather was in there like, look at all of these motherfucking animals she's letting in the house. Thank God for his presence there. And thank God he scared the shit out of all of y'all. I used to let this bitch in my house any day, in time. All the fuck. She clocked you out of that. Oh, God. You're so dumb, Bree. So I had 3 bedrooms. My daughter's room was the first room. The second bedroom I turned into an office. And then I had the big room, which is the master bedroom. So I'm moving, and I moved the bookshelf that was in the office. A big old tall bookshelf. I don't know how I managed to take that thing down the steps without breaking it down, but I didn't. Took all the books up there, took that motherfucker down the steps, took it to the lawn. I come back in the house, it's just a trail of white powder all over my fucking house. All the way up the steps. I said, what the fuck is this shit? And my daughter came out and asked me, she said, Mom, what's that white powder? I was like, I don't know what that is. So for a while, I've said this before, but for a while I said, okay, when I figured out what the hell was going on, I said, I let this bitch in my house all the time. What is this, some killer powder or some shit like that? I don't know, bitch, did you put cocaine in my house? Is that what the fuck that was? Because we know, everybody know, except for the people that you done fooled with your black magic and shit, that you didn't have no problem with drugs. That was your life. It was trying to get me caught up on some shit, planting shit in my house, like them pills you or that other one plant, but I don't think that was, I know it wasn't Paige. And I don't think it was Phoenix. You, bitch. Them pills that you planted in my house. That night when you came in there and you bled all over my fucking furniture because you had no drawers on with your nasty, disgusting ass. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn degrees or who you sold your soul to and what little world and realms that you in right now that you're trying to pretend to be something that you're not. Who cares? Now let me say this. I'm not saying that a person can't grow and that they can't divorce themselves, from their past or anything like that. Okay? But not this one. That night you came in there and you bled all over, and then you laid out in the middle of my floor upstairs. I don't know what kind of entity you was playing with, because when you got up, talking about, well, you ready for me to apologize to you. That demon was all up in your fucking whole existence. A little while later, some said, look up under your motherfucking cushions of your couch. And then pills, because Phoenix mama was a nurse, and bitch, you talked about how you can get every pill or everything known to man, because your mother would bring him home. Nurses and stuff bring shit home from the hospital. Like lady who raised me, she was a nurse. She'd bring home the Carrie lotion from back in the day. She had all that shit. There was wrapped in that thing. I don't know what there was. It was 2 of them. Expiration date. I come to find out later on. Who told me? It might have been Rosh. I don't remember. I ain't saying it was her, honey, because you probably watching too. I can't remember who told me, though, that they sell them shits on the street, call them Skittles. And the one who just, what y'all cousin who just mysteriously died was the one who found y'all coming up out of the trap house. You know, so I said, you and Bree just alike. I stopped talking to Bree for 2 days. She get mad. I stopped talking to you, motherfucker, because you the one who went in that gym hoeing. I don't know what you said to them niggas, but whatever you said, that's what made that nigga throw me up out of there. Plus them other two weirdos that was in there. Because when I went to the reader, she said it's three. It's 3 women. Way back when. There's 3 women. And I named 2 of them. I described them. Them 2 in the gym. She said, yeah, I didn't describe them. I said to myself, it's the reader. Bitch, I knew it was. So you lied to them. Who cares about them? I could care less. Although I didn't need to be manhandled and thrown about Jim. Okay, that's old news. Although the motherfucker is still doing his black magic with you. He did it yesterday and he did it today. The one that married Bree. So I said, so what she did, what you did was, you went around town lying on me, telling people I did all this egregious shit to you, and that I did all this evil ass shit, and I was this, I don't know, a prostitute and a wire fraud person, and all of this shit, and none of it's true. You got mad. I stopped talking to your ass. Now for you, Miss Missy over there, she clung to her earth. Ouch! When I stopped talking to this girl, I said, this bitch is on some crazy shit. Oh, hell no. This bitch is dangerous. Your father was right. You're loony bin. You're crazy. When I stopped calling you and whatnot, you called me about 3-4 times. You want to go to the basketball game with me and my brother? No, I don't. Another call. You want to go to the such and such? No, I don't. And see, ain't no need of me. I'm not about to have no arguments with nobody. No. Relationship over. You want to go to the set 3 fucking times and sat there on the phone. I could see how uneasy I could see it. All you were uneasy as fuck. In your fucking seat. Because you couldn't pull on my energy. Because I shut down on your fucking ass. However, you don't know nothing about relationships. Talking about she done clung to her. I thought this was a family member who I was spending time with. Nobody in the whole... You're just dumb. You're just dumb. Nobody in that family gave you no love. Nobody. But me. And here it is. I'm not even a part of your fucking family. They talk about you like a dog, I defended you. But when it boiled down, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what you motherfuckers got mad at. Because I had a YouTube channel. Because that's when y'all started coming after me. With that drink. And Robert, I keep thinking about your ass motherfucker. I don't know why, but let me just say this. Whatever the reason is, shut it on down. Shut it right on down. Because I've been thinking about you a few days. Shut it down. I don't care what it is. Shut it on down. Who cares? But Bree, it don't matter. You still came here of your own accord. And now you screaming out their name for whatever the drama is that didn't happen with you coming here I'm like, why you dumb, just dumb. Why would you come to a whole city with a whole group of people you don't know nothing about? Oh, because the bitch told you was going to get some money and that peen look good. That's why. Yeah, I joined. I joined. One thing about it, law-wise, legally, the only thing that I've ever gotten was speeding tickets. Which that ain't happened in fucking years. I ain't never put nobody else's child on my taxes, Zarita. I ain't never drove drunk and hit and ran into people, Zarita. And all the other nasty, rotten shit that you have done. And ain't nobody ever found me coming up out no trap house because I ain't never been in one. Now, again, these are things from your past. And your present probably ain't no better. I don't give a goddamn about no goddamn degrees. With your fake grades, who knows what you did to make sure that your name was put on there and you copied off me. I study international. I'm going to show her. But you was another one got mad as shit because I shut down on your fucking ass when I saw what you was up to and what you was about. But goddamn, I didn't know it was going to go to these goddamn levels. But of course, I didn't know your family was on all of that witchy food. Really, initially, I thought it was just you and your age group of cousins. That's what I thought. Now I realized, no, this has been in their family for God knows how long. And this woman who don't raise you, who obviously did not care for you, but she don't like no goddamn body. She don't like nobody. She turns her mouth up at anybody that move. Tight than a motherfucker. But goddamn, I'm thinking, damn, she could even like a little niece over here. I don't think your mother likes me. That's what you said, Serena. I'm thinking she don't like you. She don't like no fucking body. She don't like nobody around me. Because she thinks she own me. She think I'm her little pet that she going to keep siphoning off of. And so, when I found out, let me tell you how I found out this woman had left town. So, these little critters here, her little nieces and nephews was doing all kind of witchcraft on me. Which I was telling Bree about. Because Bree was telling me about all the people that was doing black magic on her about. Her family, her mama, and her boyfriends, and all these people. So I'm thinking I'm just building a friendship with someone. So I'm telling her as well. Bree decides to make videos about these people. Then wonder why they're attacking her. You're just dumb. Now, I ain't tell her to do that shit, but I ain't tell her not to do that. I was like, I don't want to fight with this bitch. Because this bitch going to get on YouTube and make videos about me. But I didn't think she would be to the extent that the shit became. Hell yeah, bitch, they attacking you, bitch. And I was so dumb and blind at the time. I was like, why they keep attacking her? Dumb. Just dumb. Bitch, she made them videos about them niggas. Which I couldn't understand, Brie. Why do you do that type of shit? But you're not going to say anything. You're not going to say that. Like, why do you do shit like that? See, people haven't bothered you. They're bothering me. Okay, but whatever. I thought it was kind of funny anyway. You bitches deserve that shit. And I heard you, Phoenix, when you said, oh, she think this is her a dog, a hound, or something like that. Well, you were right, Phoenix. She is a hound. She's a dog. You got that right. Little scruffy little animal. But anyway, that was about to be something I want to say. But anyway. Shit, I forgot where I was going with that. But it'll come back to me. Oh, so I didn't say anything for a while. Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is about. Bitch, you're so fucking crazy. Zarita, you are so nuts. In the early stages of that shit, I felt you and your crazy ass mama literally tried to like take my mind and replace it with yours. And the depths of crazy that I saw was like, you remember that tunnel, that underground thing in 300 when the man kicked the black guy, the messenger, down and yelled Sparta, that endless shit. That's exactly what I saw. I said, her crazy is never ending. And I said to myself, her father was right. She needs help. But y'all refuse to get the bitch help. I'm so sorry that your mother kicked him out of your life so that she could use you and play with you and dog you out and treat you like shit. And that he probably was not going to allow that. But anyway, I didn't say anything for a while. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck is this shit about? So here I am at one point. It was going on before I even met crazy ass Bree. So I called the fake mama here to let her know something is happening. Something is going on. Okay? Well, what is it? Your nieces and nephews are doing a hell of a lot of black magic on me. Silence. Now, even if she didn't believe the shit, the Christian that she professes to be would have at least said, well, let's pray about it. Or at least said, well, what do you mean? Well, why are you saying that? Where did you get that? And just dead silence. I said, okay, I'll let it go. My daughter, she was supposed to be taking my daughter somewhere. I don't know, Toledo, one of them cities, for some Christian shit. I said, my daughter ain't going nowhere with her. Because unlike her, I protect my child. Again, I'm thinking this woman was my mother. So I didn't even call her. I emailed and said, Gaia is not going with you. Oh, I don't remember what she said. So then she calls me or whatever. By that point, it looked like the hitman came to the house. And even the lady, my tenant, was looking like, what the fuck is this? Okay, what is this? She was scared than the motherfucker, although she played her role in it as well. My life has been a real live Truman Show. And then I come to find out the other day, it's about 2,000, 3,000 viewers on the black web, on the dark web, watching this shit. At least y'all can give me a check. If I'm the motherfucking star of the show, at least you... I thought about saying, oh my God, all the things that they probably see me do in my private time. At least you could dump a few thousand, few million in my checking account. At least, goddamn. This goes into what I put on my community tab, the Royal Games, which I'll talk... We're going to get into that later. I was from when I was doing my video the other night, and I was just like, this shit is amazing. This shit is fucking amazing. These people that I'm talking about right now are just like peons. You see people talk about this shit all the fucking time. It's like the Truman Show for real, when the people in his life were peons. They were just actors, NPCs, just actors. The real motherfuckers was up there in the moon. Just like the man that I saw the one time I told you I had the vision, and I saw the man at the board. And I'm like, what the fuck? You need to fix this shit. Who are you? Even. Yeah, I'll fix it. Okay. This is funny. So, I mean, I know some people say, shit ain't funny. I mean, it's not. Like, like you laugh at a comedian funny. It's just like, this is some wild ass shit. It's really interesting. So anyway, so that's when I told her, I said, listen, I done told you your niece and nephews doing some black magic on me. I said, when I told you, you didn't say anything. Then I hear the woman crying. Now, this woman is hard as just a stone wall. It's very rare you can get any emotion out of her. Very rare. I hear her crying on the phone. I said, she's crying. And I said, and you didn't say anything. And she said, well, I don't believe in black magic. I said, yes, you do, because you told me that people used to do it to you when you were younger. What she did. I think she said some women from the church was doing it to her. The church mothered them. She didn't say church mothered them, but. And I'm like, what? You know, I'm trying to get to her to say, what's going on here? You know, what's really going on? Somebody was stalking me a little bit before that. She didn't say shit. She just dead quiet. And I would get so riled up. And I said, she like that. And I now realize, yeah, she like that. She feeding off of that, off your emotions. She loves it. That's what I was saying before when she would do her little gaslighting shit to me. So I said, them kids, somebody looked like a hitman here the other day. Dead silent. I said, okay, all right. That's when I said to her, who put this enmity between me and my brother? Who did that? Did you do that? And I said, and did somebody, that's when I asked, I said, did somebody leave something, hold on. I said, did someone leave something, an inheritance or some money or something for me and my brother? No. Somebody, then a pause. Somebody like who? No. Ma'am, if the answer is no, the answer is simply no. Not somebody like who. In other words, bitch, what the fuck is you picking up on? Oh, we got to fix this. I was like, okay. You know, I said a cuss word at her. The first time I had ever done that, I ever talked to her like that, it just came out, hung up. Maybe like, then I asked I'm telling crazy ass Bree some of this shit. I asked her, sister, and all of this shit. Ask her for a fucking reading. That's the reading she put out publicly that the higher up told her to put out. I guess the Los Atos people. Of the government. And she for her plea deal, her plea bargain and shit. She can act a goddamn fool and just run amok. I said, it's time for me to get the fuck up out this house. Too much going on around here. I'm seeing dead animals. Crazy reading came through and with always either throwing her nasty ass panties in my used panties in my foyer or bleeding on my chair. I look out the window one day. There's a nasty ass bag with a dirty ass pad. I said, that's her. She did that shit. Just nasty. Time would be to go. The neighbor got involved, who I've been knowing since I was a little girl. She involved over there. The Highland Christian woman across the street hollering at everybody about they need to be saved. She involved in the shit. This one over here, the neighbor, she involved with the tenant, she involved with the shit. I doubt if the man was. He probably like, I ain't got time for the bullshit. He probably was just watching. It's time for me to leave. Time for me to go. I really hated to leave my grandparents' house. But too, it was in the hood, and it was just so much blight in the area. The houses just falling apart and shit, whatever, okay? I was down there today. I was like, man, I miss it down here. I was so surprised I felt that way, because it was my home, you know? So I'm like, I got to get the fuck up out of here. So I find a place to stay, pack up me and my daughter, let's go. This was in July 2021. I'm telling crazy ass Bree, thinking I got somebody to talk to. I got a friend. I didn't know she was nuts. I guess y'all was sitting there like, yeah, she's crazy as hell. She's gonna set you up, bitch. It's cool. Like that BWE woman. I don't know how the hell she got my business email. Well, she probably looked on my page and saw, and she sent me an email for some of her business. I'm like, how the hell? I never even gave her my business. I'm not a part of this. Now I know why, which I spoke to before. Now I know why. She probably was trying to yell and scream at me, stay away from that crazy ass hoe. Anyway, my daughter's birthday is in August. That's when I went to Egypt. I kept going to the house to get my mail and shit, right? My neighbor who got involved, her fiance, he was there one day. He started telling me some crazy ass shit he saw going on. He said, I want to tell you that some of this crazy shit I seen going on around your house. I said, okay. So he told me, but whatever. So I go get the mail. It's a birthday card from you, fake mama, for my daughter with a West Virginia address. I said, oh, she moved. It couldn't have been like, it wasn't even a month. It could have been 3 weeks. So this was planned. And that's why you came in my house and came in my room looking all up at the ceiling and all at my furniture and shit. Probably thinking, where can I put the camera? Where can we get it when I let the weed man up in our house for however the 5th or 20th time, however many times he been in here, and he can install it right there. That's probably what she was thinking. I don't know. It was weird though. I was watching her. The movements was strange. But she had started looking really, not like the woman I knew, but again, the veil was so fucking thick that she probably had always looked like that and I hadn't seen it. But see, that's the thing that was coming undone. So one time she did something pretty evil to me. I'm crying on the bed. I'm crying and shit. And I heard as clear as day, get up and stop crying. We've been trying to tell you. The good Lord speaking to me, bitch. We've been trying to tell you. We've been telling you, bitch, who she is. Which was true. But you don't want to hear it. You don't want to believe it. Stop crying and get up. Before you came along crazy ass Bree with your stupid ass commentary. Hold on. And return to sender, whoever's sending your bullshit. But anyway, so I see this car with this West Virginia address, which is where my brother had moved. I said, oh, so this was planned. She had been playing this shit. But when I saw it, it was so surreal. It was so weird. No, I felt like I was unplugged. And guess what? I was. I felt unplugged. I did. It's like, bitch, you were. I told somebody, it was like, you was unplugged. I said, yeah. The second unplugging, the first one I told y'all about when they pulled that rod up off of me. Then the angels came down and pulled that rod up off of me. But anyway, I was like, wow. So I had the key to her apartment at her building. So I go to the building. I waited maybe like a week or two. I go to the building. I turn in the key. And the lady was like, she said it was so strange. I didn't ask her shit. She just started talking to me. She said it was so strange the way she left. I said, what you mean? She said, well, she didn't even give us a notice. She just left. And she said, which she said was not like her, which wasn't, because she was a very organized person. Okay. She said, Well, I guess I have to go be with my son now. And left. And she said she fell. She said she was in a wheelchair or something. I said, I knew that. I'm thinking to myself, I knew because I had a vision of her falling. Like in the kitchen or some shit. And when the lady told me, she basically confirmed what I had seen. Was doing black magic to my daughter. My daughter be sitting there, Mom, my wrist hurt, my this hurt, my that hurt. Nah, I ain't talking about you crazy ass Bree. You came late and started doing dumb shit. So I go to Egypt, blah, 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 come back. About a week or two later, here go Bree with her crazy ass shit, with her smear campaign. I said, oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. And I said, well, I won't be watching her anymore, looking at her. And all 2 years later, I'm finding out all this crazy ass shit. Bitch, Bree, you got all my pictures. You must have gone to my old Facebook and got all my pictures off of Facebook. Screenshot them. How do I know? Because that one picture with my, when I had my locks, and you put the blackout on my tooth to act like I have veneers. See, she had veneers. See, where her tooth was, she had a tooth right there. I'm so dumb. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, how'd she get this? I was like, well, maybe crazy ass Zarita gave it to her because she the one that took the picture. Sitting on my porch, barbecuing. And we took pictures of each other. Oh, anyway. But nevertheless, so I realized you told her all that crazy ass shit. But she probably made up her own shit because she's just wild as hell and a liar and come up with all kind of crazy ass dumb shit because she sits there and does nothing with her life. She tell me she wants to be like me. There's nothing about you, this life or any other life, that anybody would want to be like. What a loud ass talking makeup bullshit ass just bullshitter kind of artist who's getting paid by the high ups so she don't have to go to prison for some dumb shit she did. Allegedly. And just don't know when to leave well enough alone. And leave people the fuck alone. Because I got to win. I'm going to win. And your ego big as your click got when you saw them niggas picture. Just dumb. I don't know which one of them niggas you called out and said did something to you. Describe probably the one you said came rolling you all over in your bed and playing in your vagina and shit. Because you said Mayfield, although that other nigga's Jim is on Lee and Mayfield. Is that Mayfield? Lee and Mayfield too. So you trying to, I don't know, maybe y'all got some setup game going on. Or maybe you fucking mad at his motherfucking ass because he didn't do some dumb shit you wanted him to do. Okay? Who knows? It's interesting how you said you was in love with that one, but you married the other. Oh, that's right. They both was your twin flames and twin rays. And they all belongs to you. Whatever. Who cares? But I said, this is where she got the shit from. So, you were conspiring. I'm gonna sue your motherfucking ass for the defamation of character and shit. And bitch, you, Miss Bleeding. That's what I meant to say. You need to take that notebook that you have of me, with everything that I did in my life, that I shared with, I can't believe it. But the woman was telling me, the fake mama, quit telling people your business, bitch. Because I wants to be the only one to take you down, not them. It's got to be me. Tell me all your fucking business. Which I did like a dummy. But at the same time, that one was my mother. But it was dumb. But when I tell you the veil was thick, because I have heard some things after I left there, thank God. I have heard some things and seen something, and I'm like, that shit can't be true. I was living right in the fucking house. Bitch, that don't mean nothing. Shit could have been going on right in front, right up under my nose, and I didn't see shit. But Miss Ma'am, you won't be, and now you using bleeding because y'all know she dumb as hell and easily used. And bitch, you would want to be wherever you at, wherever your soul is at. You would want to be careful with who and whatever the hell you have gotten yourself involved in. Whatever. There your motherfucking ass go. I'm gonna target that bitch. See how she pointing? You, bitch. And Bree, when you first started doing your shit, crows all over the yard and shit. I said, look at this bitch with her black magic. That's why I said, your father said you was a Libra. I made a mistake. You wouldn't be a Scorpio in Vedic. You would be a Virgo in Vedic. How you gonna sit up there and say you a Scorpio in Tropical, but a Leo in Vedic? It doesn't even work like that. It's you. I join with the other crows back there. I join. I do it. I'll go after. And you sit up there scrubbing through my videos and post to see what other kind of lie you can come up with, bitch. What else? Anything else we need to know from all of this? From all of this mayhem. Money, always. It always got something to do with some goddamn money. My father's people, y'all ain't divorced from the shit neither. Like I said, y'all think I'm in hermit mode. She'll be back. She'll be back. She can't make it out there on her own. She'll be back. No, she won't. Oh my God. I'm so thankful to God. I'm so grateful. And I'm so thankful to God. To be away from you, all of you. When I was younger, I always knew in the back of my mind that I was going to be away from all of you. I knew it. Before bleeding, before you was a thought. I'm 12 years older than your dumb ass. I always knew that I was going to be away from every single one of you. Like I said, my father's people, you're not divorced from the shit. Some of y'all joined in with that dream infiltration and shit. I did a video about it. Let's see what happens here. Three of Wands. But for the ones who didn't, you knew what the deal was. You knew what the deal had been being. As he would say, would the deal be being? You knew what the deal had been being. Eight of Swords, somebody you caught up in your fucking mind. With the look of them crows. Number 4 up there. So interesting. So a 4 on this card, and 4 thumbs up, and a 144. The Royal Games. We're going to get into that. Conflict here. I didn't ask anything specific. Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't know what. What's that mean? Maybe that's what y'all think I am. She get mean and hateful and bitter. Ten of Swords. Okay. And the Sun card. You was real happy to do this shit to me. Bleeding. You was real happy to do that shit, wasn't you? I'm gonna get her. I'm better than her. I'm sexier than her. And all of these issues are your issues and yours alone, but you put them off on me. And God only knows the reality of the shit that you have done. It's one thing, you had this crazy nut over here telling her all type of shit when she got involved and brought her ass here to be a part of it, to play a part of it. Now she wants to get on there, this one, and name all the people. This is her friends and family. But like I said then, bitch, why did you crawl your ass up here on all fours to get involved with my quote unquote friends and family? She been after me for 20 years. You wish anybody thought of you for that long of a period of time. My mother took me to a Church of God in Christ church. How many Kojic churches are there? Maybe she took her and her family to that church. Or maybe she took you there to try to have them do an exorcism on your dumb ass. Because you've been probably causing hell from the day you was fucking conceived. The moment that sperm hit that egg and penetrated that egg, you caused problems in the womb of your mother. You're just dumb. Anything else here? Now, I will say, I started to say it the other night, I sent this lady who raised me a letter to tell her, even though I knew, okay, I knew some things at the time. I sent her a letter a while ago. This was, I had found out the truth in December of 2021. She wasn't my birth mother. So this is probably like, I think maybe around February, March of the next year. Maybe like March or April of the next year. Telling her thank you, for raising me, for the, good schools, the home to live in, all that shit. Okay, thank you. And I said in there, I cried a lot of tears. Not about you, Bree. I know you wants to believe that you are the center of my world. You're not. You're like an extra appendage that was never supposed to be. But you made yourself, I'm going to stitch myself on to her life. And ma'am, you thought I was talking about your ass. Fake mama. I wasn't talking about you neither. But what I was talking about, because I knew you were the one who did so much fucking work on me to tie me down and keep me away. Confirmation, goddamn. To keep me away from myself. And all of that conflict that was in my life. And what was the conflict? Just emotional. I don't even know if you can call it emotional. It was just a turmoil within, like, something is not right. Something is off. Something is not, this is not the way it's supposed to be. This is not my life. Which are words that I echo. This is not my life. But someone I knew, I was in my 30s. I was sitting at my dining room table. It was a beautiful glass table. I said to myself, someone has done something to me. I thought it was somebody from college or some shit. Here it is. It's the woman you hugging on and loving on every single day. So those were my tears. Like, it was like, I felt like, well, what about me? But see, it was at that time, it was so much that I didn't know. That I've been, come to find out. What about me? What about what I wanted? What about me? Those were the tears, man. Not about you. And was still trying to get me to call. No, I will not be calling you. I will not be writing you. I will not be emailing you. I will not be doing nothing as far as you are concerned. Cord cut, moving on. Thank you for your service. Now moving on. Daddy, you too. Because you dropped me off there and you knew what she was and you knew what she was about. You didn't care. That's okay. I'm thankful. So I did do that. I did my portion. I did my part. Did what I was supposed to do. I'm very thankful because I could have you was no friend to me, man, which I thought you were. I could have easily got caught up in the system, in foster care or anything. Easily could have easily gotten lost, all up in there. He wouldn't have gave a damn. Okay, she really, despite all that, she didn't. Despite her hateful ways, she didn't have to do it. Okay, but she did. But you, Miss Blee Zarita, you are the one. You are disgusting. You are the one that spread God knows how many lies about me all over this motherfucking city. And you called that bitch because you're a jealous hoe. Because she like, Kenya, my sister Kenya. And you made that video, Bree, talking about her cousin mad because she don't want to be cousins with them no more. She wants to be my friend. And this is why you mad at this other sister over here trying to include her in it. Because you acted a goddamn fool going after something that had nothing and sticking your nose somewhere you had no business. I mean, literally, it's one thing when people be talking to each other and sharing with each other some of their stuff that they're going through, but then you got on all four and crawled your ass all the way up 3, 4, 5 states away with people you did not know. Now you sitting on here saying their names. And this one did black magic on me. And that one did black magic on me. And this one did that to me. And that one did that to me. These is her friends and her family. No, they're not my fucking friends. And they're not my fucking family. And I made that clear. I wouldn't have no problem saying they was my family if they hadn't have done the things that they did to me. And if they hadn't have done the things that they did to me, then guess what, bitch? I would have never said anything to you about them. And the shit they was putting me under. You're pathetic. You're an opportunist. You think that you're smart. And that you know something. You get on here and you make a fool of yourself and you sound like an empty box of rocks. Like your mind is just a box of rocks. Just empty. Just nothing. I don't know if I should say box of rocks. Air. Just empty. Just dumb. But Zarita is you. You. I don't know what y'all did. I know, except that powder, bitch, I know you put that shit in my fucking house. You came in there and you defiled my home. And not just my home, my grandparents' home. I hope they kicking your ass left and right, day in, day out. I don't care how many photo ops you take and put on this motherfucking machine here. I don't give a fuck how many degrees that you slept your way through, or you did your black magic through, or you sold your soul for. I could care fucking less. I hope they're kicking your fucking ass every day. All day. How a person, one person, backed, of course, by the fakers, fake mom and them, could strive for years to cause that kind of damage to someone. Simply because you are jealous. James 3:16. But you better than God and you better than the Bible. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder in every evil practice. That's you. That's you. Proverbs 14:30. A peaceful mind gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. That's you. This emphasizes the physical and emotional toll of jealousy. It will make you sick. Proverbs 24:7. Wrath is cruel and anger is overwhelming, but who can withstand jealousy? How can a person, I am 12 years older than you. I was doing things with my life and making things happen for me when you were a child, a little girl, but you to have that kind of jealousy. Galatians 5:26, let us not become conceited. And you are an arrogant, conceited person, provoking and envying each other. But you better than the Bible. You better than God. You know everything. Proverbs 6:34. Jealousy makes a man rage. He'll show no mercy on his day of revenge. That's you. That's what you're trying to do to me. I don't think so. Not now, not ever. Galatians 5:19 through 21. The actions that are produced by selfish motives. Selfish. You selfish. You selfish little girl. You hateful hearted person. The actions that are produced by selfish motives are obvious, since they include, and this is you, sexual immorality. You too, Bree. He came in and played all up in my genitals and I let him. Sexual immorality, moral corruption. Who knows the things that you did besides to keep up your lies and your facade, your fakery, and all of that shit simply because you were jealous and told me in Phoenix when we went to the Coventry Fair, I got a problem with jealousy, y'all. Moral corruption. Doing whatever feels good. And that felt good to you too. To think that you were hurting me. Idolatry. Drug use. Casting spells. There you go. Hate. Fighting. Obsession. And goddamn, the obsession. You were stalking me when we was talking to each other. You were stalking me. Stalking me. Losing your temper. Competitive opposition. Folks be talking about all the time. Conflict. Selfishness. Group rivalry. You got groups of people together to come after me. And I did nothing to you but show you love. And you walk around like you so sweet. I'm so sweet. She hurt me. She did bad things to me. She's not a good person. Y'all don't listen to her. She's a fake. She commit crimes. She a prostitute. Competitive group rivalry. The gang groups, stalking and stuff that people talking about. Jealousy, drunkenness, partying, and other things like that. I warn you, as I have already warned you, that those who do these kinds of things won't inherit God's kingdom. She sold her soul. Shut up. You sold yours. Exodus 20:17. Do not desire and try to take your neighbor's house. That's destiny swapping shit. Take who she is and be who she is. I'm an major international business. And who knows what else I did that you told these people that you wanted to do. Do not desire and try to take your neighbor's wife, male or female, servant, ox, donkey, or anything else that belongs to your neighbor. In other words, get your own shit. Hate, Proverbs 10:12. Hate stirs up conflict, but love covers all offenses. And even when I knew sometimes he was acting a goddamn fool, I still showed love to you. Not clung to an earth angel. Psalms 37:1. Don't get upset over evildoers. Don't be jealous of those who do wrong. For the other people who've been wrong like I have here. Fuck that. Let them have that. That's for them. James 4:2. You long for something you don't have, so you commit murder. This is what you were trying to do. I done had so many death spells done on me over these years. It's insane. Confirmation, goddamn. Confirmation, goddamn. It's ridiculous. From more than one person. You long for something you don't have, so you commit murder. You want to put them down. If you could unalive them, you would. But you want to take everything from them and in their life, in their wherewithal. You are jealous for something you can't get, so you struggle and fight. You don't have because you don't ask. You have not because you ask not. When I that television show that I had, you know how I got that motherfucker? I had an idea, a vision. I'm teaching religious studies, introduction to religious studies, comparative world religion. And as I'm teaching, I'm realizing that most people don't have a basic understanding of many religions, but definitely their own. This is a Christian nation. I already explained that. So I said, wouldn't it be nice to have a television show where I could get religious leaders to come in of whatever their religion is and give a basic knowledge of what of their particular faith. I called Cleveland TV 20. Can I speak to the station manager? She's not here. Okay. Would you like me to take a message? I sure would. Called. She didn't call. Call again. She's not here. Would you like me to? I sure would. Third time. She's not here. You know, this is the third time you have called. The lady remember me. Do you want to just, why don't you just come in one day? Come in this day at this time. I did. She said, write your proposal up. It was 3 sentences. I went in there, sat down with the woman, talked to her about my idea. You have not because you ask not. Not because somebody did something to you. And she this and she that. No, bitch, you. Romans 13:13. Let's behave appropriately as people who live in the day. Not in partying and getting drunk. Not in sleeping around and obscene behavior. Not in fighting and obsession. The enemy came in. I let him play in my pussy, in my vagina. She over there doing this. And she over there, ain't nobody doing shit to you. Gotta keep your fucking weird ass narrative going. Titus 3:3. We were once foolish, disobedient, deceived, and slaves to our desires. We can get in that when we get into Buddhism. And various pleasures too. We were spending our lives in evil behavior and jealousy. We were disgusting and we hated other people. That's you. That's you. Proverbs 24:1. Don't envy evil people and don't long to be with them. That's why I got the fuck away. That's why I got the fuck away. And you wondered. And here you are because of some... Oh my God. I do not understand the phallic worship. I don't. And these are from women who claim to be so advanced and so spiritual and goddesses. First Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient, love is kind. It isn't jealous, it doesn't brag, it isn't arrogant. If you told anybody that I was jealous of you in any way, shape, or form, please please. But what I did do was love on you when everybody hated you. It's so interesting how people who are starving for love, and then when somebody shows it to them, you stab them in the back. First Corinthians 3:3. Now you are still not up to it because you are still unspiritual. When jealousy and fighting exists between you, aren't you unspiritual and living by human standards? I'm a goddess. Let's go kill that bitch over there. I'm better than her. I'm sexier than her. She ain't nobody. The old boy. Ecclesiastes 4:4. I also observed that people work hard and become good at what they do only out of mutual envy. All y'all got in your group and work hard to try to destroy me. This too is pointless, just wind chasing. Yet you still continue on to try. I still gonna do that black magic on her. Like that spirit just saw your big ugly ass weeding. She said, who is this motherfucker I see sitting at a table? He's big, he's this, he's that. And I said, well, it's this guy from the gym. She said, I know who it is. This is what he does. This is what he did to them other ones. Ridiculous. James 3:14-15. However, if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, and that's what you have, all those fucking years, I didn't know, but I should have known. I wish I would have known when that woman said to me, why don't you go pick up Zarita? I wish I would have known she up to something. Hell no. She brought your motherfucking ass to see me in Atlanta when I was in seminary. For what? I haven't seen this girl since she was like 2. Then I saw her once when she was about 8. What are you bringing her here for? That's what the fuck I should have said. Much as I prayed, I should have prayed on that. For what? And all them years. Because you wasn't doing nothing but out in the fucking street. Looking for trouble. Here I come. You want to hang out? You want to hang out for the weekend? You want to spend the night at my apartment? You want to hang? Yeah. Bitch, if you didn't want to, you should have said fucking no. My feelings wouldn't have been hurt. Oh, you was on assignment even back then. They had you working even back then. And then they disappeared. all of those goddamn years. Who knows what other shit you put in my fucking house? And the nails in my driveway. And the poor kitten confirmation with the gash in his fucking head. And the dead birds in my yard. And your nasty panties in my foyer. And your pill popping ass that shit up under my cushion when you knew I had my daughter, little girl. And you times you would talk to her so nasty and she told you that ain't right. And she's 6, 7, 8 years old. You nasty. However, if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, selfish ambition, I'm going to rile up everybody against this bitch. You said something, I don't know what the fuck you said to Philippe. But you said something about me to him that was so rotten and so nasty and so disgusting. It was eating that motherfucker alive. Till he couldn't do nothing. Because he's a coward. But grabbed me up and kicked me up out of that gym. Physically. I want them to look at me where they respect her. I want them to respect me. I'm going to say some bad shit about her. Why he look at me like that? If you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, then stop bragging and living in ways that deny the truth. You fucking faker. You pretender. And you could be fake. And you could be pretend. There's a lot of motherfuckers like that in the world. I don't give a fuck. But bitch, you did it at the cost of people trying to hurt, physically hurt and harm me. And this crazy bitch over there bashing my neck. Now she about to get sued. And saying that she wanted, you love children, but you want to put a bullet in my daughter's head and she's 16 years old. What the fuck did you say about my daughter, Zarita? With your jealous ass. Jealous every time Phoenix got pregnant. What did you say? And my daughter ain't never gave me an ounce of trouble. And nobody, every school that girl goes to, they love her. Always spoke highly of her. Did her work, got her grades, and they never gave me no problems. And nobody else either. So what did you say? But you want good things for you. I love children. I don't care what a hater say, but I want to put a bullet through that little girl's head. Then stop bragging and living in ways that deny the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above. Instead, it is from the earth, natural and demonic. And that you are. That you are. An intrusive yet familiar thought crossed my mind. I wish that was me. That's you. And instead of you going to get the help that your daddy said you needed, you decide what you gonna do is you gonna take it out on me. The only person who showed you a tiny bit of love. Because I said, well, I'm done with this relationship. Any woman out there who gonna set me up for some man to hurt me, relationship over. International business, my ass. And whatever else that you have done in all of these years that I have not talked to you, wouldn't even be thinking about you if you weren't constantly bothering me with your black magic and sending people to my psychic app and getting crazy ass Bree involved and all types of dumb shit. So one time, one of her cousins, who she hung out with all the time, came astral projecting into my house, in my room, and I saw her fat ass. And I asked her, why are you all bothering me? This bitch says to me, because you got something coming and I want it. I made the mistake of telling dumbass Bree. Bree made a video about it. She said her cousin. So what Bree did was throw some cards to find out herself and said, I'm going to get it. I'm going to talk about her and make her look bad. Let me wait a minute. I'm going to keep setting the bitch up. Let me get some more information about her dumb ass. Make her think I like her. And you all collaborated and conspired to try to get rid of me. And let me say real quick, I don't care damn what nobody thinks. You can be done fucking with me. Because I never fucked with you no way. And you know who you are. Who cares? I don't know you. Now you keep up your fucking lies, Miss Zarita. And whoever the fuck else. God sees and knows all. Oh, that's right. You don't believe in God. You bet in God. Always after some goddamn money. Six of Pentacles. Money. And you think, little girl, with your little whore ass, that you're going to be a burden to me? I don't think so. That you're going to bring burdens to me? And that you're going to destroy me and take my life and my essence and who I am? That's what you think? Think again. It will not be. With that Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. It will not be. You're not going to take shit from me. I don't know who this motherfucker is. This King of Pentacles upright. You're not going to target me. Now, what you set out to do to me, the only reason you contacted that bitch, Scruffy the hoe hound over there, because you was determined you was going to take me down. That bitch ain't going to have no friends. You're not going to do anything to me, and you haven't. Whatever you have done, I'm still here and I'm going to be here. And the target that you put on me is put on you. What? But y'all don't believe in universe. You talk more shit, especially you, than a little bit about spiritual this and spiritual that. This spiritual. If you've been through what I've been through, all that shit like you more powerful than me, more spiritual than me, you ain't gonna be able to handle shit. Shit that you've done to me is going to be done to you, except worse. Your home, your life, your beginning. Which what you was trying to do to me. Let it go, bitch. She ain't had no new beginnings. I'ma tear her down. I'ma make sure she don't have no balance. That's gonna be your fucking life. The idiom, don't bite the hand that feeds you, means you should not harm, disrespect, or be ungrateful to someone who is helping or supporting you, especially when that support is essential. It emphasizes the importance of gratitude and avoiding actions that could jeopardize the relationship with the benefactor. The phrase originates, okay, who cares where it originates from? You have beyond disrespected me when I showed you nothing but love. You have beyond tried your damnedest to harm me when I showed you nothing but love and showed you something that your goddamn mama wasn't going to show you and nobody else. You're ungrateful. And I was nothing but supportive to you. Sat there and cried on my porch, but I realized not it was some fake tears. You and her, y'all the only friends I have. No, you don't want friends. You want to hurt and harm. And here I was, this Queen of Cups to you upright. Loving, caring, nurturing, kind. And couldn't figure out, how come don't nobody like this girl? For years, I kept asking that. Well, just like you faked with whoever you were around now, that's what you did with me. A big faker. And Bree, you should have stayed your ass right there in Sumter, South Carolina. Instead of coming here and getting involved in people's business and affairs. You call me an old biddy. Why am I a biddy, bitch? Why? Why are you calling me names when I've done nothing to you? Why are you saying all these things about me when I've done nothing to you but show you kindness as well? But who cares about you? No, you're not bringing a tower to my life. And you did. A tower came to my life, but not because of you, bitch. Whatever little petty ass shit you motherfuckers did, I ain't gonna be this. I am guarded against you motherfuckers. Stay out. And injustice is coming. Or it's here. Or will prevail. Whatever the fuck. And this is going to be your motherfucking ass sitting and regret. It should be that now. Just period. Just period. For being so silly and asinine. No, your little magic potions didn't work. Now, it might have worked on somebody. Because you did something to somebody. You brought some kind of harm to someone. You need to be careful. That's the last words of wisdom I got for your motherfucking ass. What's your name? Zarita. That's the last words of wisdom I got for your motherfucker. You need to be careful. But you won't never listen to nobody no motherfucking way. Your head is, as Karina said, your head hard as a brick. You need to be careful. And I ain't talking about nothing concerning me. The steps you've taken and whoever you got yourself involved with. See, what you do to others is done to you. And those who you get involved with and collaborate with to hurt someone else, them the motherfuckers you need to watch your back for with. Stay off my fucking channel, Bree. You got enough information. Bitch, I'm not playing with you, and I'm not bluffing. I'm not talking shit. You're going to be sued by me. See, at least dumbass Dorita was smart enough. I don't know, did she put the shit on social media? I don't know. But whatever lies she told you, if she didn't, at least she was smart enough not to put it out there and just say it amongst people that you just dumb. Because you cute, hot, and sexy. The rest of y'all have favor. Peace.